Okay, so the subject I wanted to touch base on is lipids. Lipids is a part of a macronutrients, which also has carbohydrates and proteins. So, some of the main function for lipids will be to store energy, protection, and insulation. So the protection and insulation is meant for the cell membrane. So anything that is not meant to get in the cell membrane, it can't get in because of these two. So the the lipids have three different organic compounds, which is fats, phospholipids, and steroids. The main one I want to touch base on is fats, which is a fat called triglycerides. So, triglycerides is the most common fat. And it's found in the blood. Has three acid molecules and a glycerol molecule. And it also stores energy. Well, the energy is stored in the fat cells. So, in order for the triglycerides to release energy, it has to go through certain steps. The first step would be called hydrolysis. So, triglycerides will be broken down by hydrolysis. And hydrolysis is a chemical breakdown of a compound that is due to a reaction with water. So then the hydrolysis will break down the triglycerides into glycerol and the fatty acid. So then some of the glycerol, which will be the glucose, will be formed into acetyl enzyme A. Coenzyme A. And the fatty acids, which is some of the fats, will have to go through a concept called the beta oxidation, which breaks down fatty acids to produce more energy in order so that can be broken down to the acetyl coenzyme A. So it will have to go through the beta oxidation. And then that will break that down into also the acetyl coenzyme A. So then both will be formed into a citric acid cycle, which then this will release energy, CO2, and H2O, which is water, when we need it. So some other facts about triglycerides is pertaining to our body if we have too much triglycerides. So high triglycerides, or high fat in our blood can cause certain things like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, coronary artery disease, stroke, only because the fat that's in our blood would turn into plaque, which would then clog our arteries, will make it harder for our blood to circulate through our body. And then too low triglycerol, it could lead to not enough energy for our cell membrane and for our body, and it could also lead to it won't have enough protection and insulation for our cell membrane. And that's it.
Girl, you're just at 6 minutes.